Michelle here from PackageYourGenius.com and theedgecode.com, and today I wanted to cover how to create and run discovery sessions. And first I want to make a distinction between what a discovery session is versus a coaching or strategy session or consulting session. You may also have heard it called a get acquainted call. And really the purpose of a discovery session is really to get into the mind of the prospective lead, to see where he or she is at in their business, what are their challenges, and how you can assist them with your particular products and programs. So this is the ultimate purpose of the discovery session. They're usually about 15 to 20 minutes long. They rarely go any longer than that, really depending on how much that particular person wants to share about what's going on in their business. So let's first get into what the process is. And first what you want to do is get some feedback on what their challenges is. So once you get them on the call, on a conference call, you're going to start with asking some thought-provoking questions. And this may be things like, what is it that you truly want? What is it that you desire? What are your overall goals or your big vision, right? What has been their biggest challenge with getting what they want thus far? So, they came to the call for a reason, like they had this particular goal or desire, but something has gotten in the way of them achieving that goal. So you kind of want to get into their mind a little bit on what has been their biggest challenge with what they want. And sometimes they actually may say, I don't know, as an answer. But don't take that as an answer. If they truly don't know because they really haven't thought about it all that much to come up with an answer, guide them in the process of searching for an answer, even if it's at the moment might not be the right answer for them. But guide them through the process, and you may say something like, well, if you did know, what would that look like? What would be your biggest challenge? What has been your biggest challenge with getting what you want so far in your life and in your business? What would be the impact on their life and business if this issue is not resolved, right? There's an impact to them continue to face the challenges and issues in their life and their business. What is the impact that will continue to happen? What's their already certain future if they don't get this particular issue resolved? How committed are they to resolving this issue? Some people, they want a change in their life and in their business, but maybe they're not as committed as they think they are. So you want to get a clear sense on whether it's a scale 1 to 10 or just a yes or no answer. How committed are they to getting this particular issue resolved? And what I really want to point out here is that two things: that you really want to come from a place of listening. You're really not going to be doing all that much talking at all, especially in the first 10, maybe 15 minutes of the call. They are the ones really driving the conversation, answering your questions. So you're really going to do a lot of listening, and you're going to take notes. So everything they tell you, you want to make sure that you have a pad and pen handy to take notes on exactly what they're saying. So once you've taken through the whole process and you got a really good sense on what are their goals, what are their challenges, what has been the impact of not meeting those goals currently in their life, and what would be the impact long term if they don't take care of this issue, and what is their commitment level. Once you get that all get clear on all those particular questions, then you once a commitment is made, then you can tell them what package would best suit their particular needs and why. So you may have, 2, 3, 4 different types of packages and programs, or maybe information products that you offer that, and one of those, or maybe multiple of those, can meet the needs of that prospective lead. So at this point, you can share with them which package you believe would be best suited for them and why that is. And then you either you can secure payment if that's possible on the call, or you can make plans for that when you do start working. If at this point they start to backpedal, and this is something that happens very often, happens to me when I'm on a call with a prospective lead, and from my own experience, this has happened for myself when I've been on a call with other people whose programs that I've considered taking, where you you make a commitment to a particular program, or working with someone, and then a fear shows up and you might backpedal on your commitment. If this happens, then you really want to remind them in their own words what was the impact of this issue, and what they stated, what was their commitment. So that's why it's so important that you really take the time to write out exactly what they say, because you really want to remind them when they start backpedaling and they start getting a little nervous and scared about finalizing a commitment with you, usually through a form of payment, or signing a contract. Maybe you're going to tell them, look, I'll be sending you information and some sort of an agreement or contract that they'll have to sign. At this point, they may get a little nervous about having to actually follow through with their commitments. So, people want to change, but it's very different about wanting to change and actually taking action to having seen that change realized. So, if they start backpedaling, then you really want to start reminding them about what their commitment level is, and the impact of this, and what's going to be the overall impact if they don't make a change, right? Whether it's 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, or even a year down the road, if they don't make a change now with this particular issue. So you want to use their own words for that. Lastly, I want to cover some helpful tips to pre-qualify people. Everyone who signs up to do a discovery session may not be the best fit for you, and you might not be the best fit for them. And you don't want to spend a big chunk of your time doing discovery sessions with people who are not people who either are not committed to really committed to signing up for your programs and packages, or they're really looking for some free advice and not really looking to put some skin in the game and take their business to the next level and get serious about it with hiring you for your services. So you want to have them opt into, and this is the way I do it, and there's many different ways of doing it, and this is my method, and you may want to consider it. The way I do is I have them opt into an Aweber list, or whatever email management system you use. You're going to create a specific campaign email list for that. You have them opt in, and then you follow up with a questionnaire. So I'm just going to show you real quick how it looks on my site here. And you see, this is my website, and on the side right here I have this little image here. It says click here to schedule a free 20-minute discovery session, and when they click on it, they get a little blurb about what they can expect from this call, what my commitment is with getting with them on this call. I, of course, have a little call to action here if they want to find out more about my services and programs, and then they could get to pick and choose which particular package they feel they would be interested in if they had the chance to actually take a look at it. If they're not sure, they can click on not sure, and then they submit their information. Then I'll get emailed that person's information. And what would happen is once they opt into this email, they're going to get into this web form, they're going to get a follow-up questionnaire from me, and it says, you know, your request for information from Michelle Welsh. And basically this is a short questionnaire. It could be 7 to 10 questions long, and it's really getting clear on beforehand, what are the issues, what's their commitment level. You know, some of the things that you might want to ask on the call live, you can just actually find out beforehand, because you really want to see whether this person is the best fit for you, or if you're the best fit for them. And if not, you can actually refer them to someone else instead of having to spend time, you know, 20-30 minutes on a call with someone who really has no intention of working with you, or vice versa. So you basically send them this questionnaire, they would fill it out and email it back to you. And once you review it, then you can just go ahead and schedule you know, a time to have a conversation with them through the phone. So that's kind of how it works in the overall sense. I think, you know, having these discovery sessions can be very valuable to your business, because you really want to get a good understanding where people stand currently in their business and in their life, and see whether or not they are someone who you can service, right? You know, can you be a service to them? You know, would what you offer be valuable to them and move them forward in their life and their business? And are they truly committed to taking that next step? So you'll be able to fill this all out through these discovery sessions. So I highly recommend it. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, info@packageofgenius.com, or you can simply make a comment below this video. All right, take care for now. Bye now.